Hey ladies, how are you today? I hope that you're doing well. I want to talk to you a little bit about living in the danger zone. How many of you feel overburdened? You have your own dreams, wants, self-care, but your list of things to do, people to help, and who you think you need to be are overwhelming you. Raise your hands. Unanimous, right? Probably everyone. Here's what I want you to do. Let's do a quick energy audit. Get out a piece of paper. And what I'd like you to do is write down everything that saps your energy. Think about all the things that you say yes to that you really want to say no to, that you want to tell a lie about to get out of later, or they bring you dread even when you're saying it. Think about the items in your home that you're taking care of that you would rather give up and not have to do ever again. Think about the identity that you're holding on to that's really tiring to keep up with. And think about whatever else it is for you personally on the inside that is sapping your energy. Write all of them down, big, small, it's all okay. It could be things like walking the dog, making all of the medical appointments, following up with the children's teachers, helping your children with X, Y, and Z in their homework, helping your spouse with whatever that person needs, getting the cars serviced, getting gas in the cars, figuring out what's for dinner, cooking the dinner, washing up from the dinner, grocery shopping. It could be going to the baby shower, watching your friends' children, helping somebody move, going to whatever the other event is that you really don't want to go to, dropping by for a friend or a neighbor to do something when it's not really at the top of your priority list. Write all of them down. It might be doing social media. It could be trying to learn a new skill that you don't really care about, but you feel like you should. This is the other thing. The energy drains are also all of the shoulds. What are the shoulds that you're struggling with? When you're done writing that list, I want you to circle your top 3. What are they? Then from there, the next step is I want you to make sure that you start taking what's called contrary action and doing something that might feel uncomfortable and saying no, or finding someone else to do some of these things. And I get it. There's some things we can't check out on. We can't check out on our kids, but do we really have to be the one to do the homework, or could a tutor do the homework with them? Could a neighbor do the homework with them? You know, the part with always being the one that has to think about the dinner, let's say. Dinner's clearly one of mine. Can you order out sometimes? Maybe it's something with all of the school functions that you're a part of. Can you start saying no? Do you really have to volunteer for every single one? Maybe it's something with work where you're staying for a lot of extra overtime, or you're saying yes to every committee. Does it truly have your name on it? If nothing else, I want you to start saying no when you mean no. If when someone makes a request, you already have the little in your stomach, that means it's a no. So what you can say is gracefully, no, thank you. And let it be. You don't have to give a reason. You don't have to say it's because you don't want to. You don't have to make up an excuse or a lie. Your kid doesn't suddenly have to have the stomach flu so that you can get out of it. Nobody has to, quote unquote, be in the hospital or be on their deathbed. Whatever excuses you've used in the past, you don't have to do it. It can just be gracefully no. Start with that and let's see what happens. And let's remember, here's really what's at stake. It's your identity, right? Because if you start saying no, your identity of being someone who's there for others, being the one who does the volunteering, looking good, feeling good, getting outside validation becomes what's at stake, or your idea of what being a mother is supposed to be, or a worker, or an entrepreneur, or a wife, or a friend, or a daughter, or a fill in the blank. It's at stake. And it's okay that it's at stake, but it's going to rebel a little bit as you begin to say no and as you begin to see where your energy is being drained. But I encourage you to do it anyway. From that list of 3, make a small step, start beginning to say no, and then you can work on the next one. I'd love to hear what's draining you the most. Drop it in the chat, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.